Om Shanti, 30th of August 2024, Morning Murli, Bab Dada Madhuban. Essence, sweet children, you should have the happiness that the Father who removes your sorrow has come to take you to the land of happiness, that you are going to become princes in heaven. Sweet children, you should have the happiness that the Father who removes your sorrow has come to take you to the land of happiness, that you are going to become princess in heaven. Question. On seeing which stage of the children does the father not worry, and why? On seeing which stage of the children does the father not worry, and why? Answer. Some children are first class fragrant flowers. Some don't have any fragrance at all. The stage of some is very good, whereas others are defeated by the storms of Maya. On seeing all of this, the father does not worry, because he knows that he knows that the golden age kingdom is being established. Nevertheless, the father gives you the teaching. Children, stay in remembrance as much as possible. Do not be afraid of the storms of Maya. Om Shanti. The sweetest of all, the unlimited Father, sits here and explains to you, sweetest children. You understand that the Father is very sweet. Then the teacher who gives you teachings is also very sweet. When you sit here, you should remember that Baba is very sweet. You are to receive the inheritance of heaven from him. You are sitting here in the brothel. The Father is so sweet. You should have the happiness in your hearts that the Father will send you to the land of happiness for half a cycle. He is the remover of sorrow. Firstly, He is our Baba. Then He also becomes our teacher and explains to us the secrets of the whole world cycle. No one else can explain how the cycle turns and how you pass through 84 births. He explains all of this at a snap of his fingers. He will take you back with him. You are not going to stay here. He will take all souls back with him. Very few days remain, it is said. A lot of time has passed and only a short time remains. Therefore, remember me more frequently, and the burden of your accumulated sins of many births will end. There is a war with Maya. So, when you try to remember me, she tries to move you away from having that remembrance. Baba warns you about this too. Therefore, never think about it. No matter how many storms of negative or sinful thoughts you have, even if you lost your sleep all night in having those thoughts, do not be afraid. Remain courageous. Baba says those storms will definitely come. You will have dreams too. Do not be afraid of any of those things. This is a battlefield. Everything is to be destroyed. You battle to conquer Maya. You don't have to stop breathing, etc. for that. While a soul is in a body, breathing takes place. Here, you don't have to try to stop breathing. In Hatha Yoga, they go through so many difficulties. Baba has experienced that. He used to study that a little, but one also has to have time. Nowadays, people tell you your knowledge is good, but we don't have time. We have so many factory, factories, etc. The Father says to you, sweetest children, first remember the Father and then remember the cycle. That's all. Is that difficult? It used to be their kingdom in the golden and silver ages, and there was then the expansion of those of Islam and the Buddhist, etc. Those people, deities, forgot their religion and so could no longer call themselves deities because they became impure. Deities were pure. However, according to the drama plan, they then began to be called Hindus. In fact, there is no Hindu religion. The name Hindustan was given to Bharat later. Its real name is Bharat. They say salutations to the mothers of Bharat. They do not say to the mothers of Hindustan. Only in Bharat was it the kingdom of those deities. It is only Bharat that is praised. The Father is teaching you children how have to remember the Father. The Father has come to take you back home. Who? The source. The more you remember the Father, the purer you become. You will continue to become pure and you won't then experience punishment. If you have to experience punishment, your status will be reduced. Therefore, the more you remember Baba, the more your sins will continue to be absolved. There are many children who are unable to remember Baba. They get fed up and then leave. They don't even battle. There are also such children. It is understood that a kingdom is being established. There will even be many who fail. Poor subjects are also needed. In any case, there will be the wealthy and the poor, although there is no sorrow there. This is the Iron Age. Here, both the wealthy and the poor experience sorrow, whereas both remain happy there, although there would be the feeling of being wealthy or poor. There is no mention of sorrow, but it is number wise. There are no desires there, and the lifespans are also long. You forget this land of sorrow. In the golden age, you won't even remember sorrow. It is now that the Father reminds you of this land of sorrow and that land of happiness. People say that heaven did exist, but when did it exist and what was it like? They don't know anything. No one would remember anything from hundreds of thousands of years ago. The Father says, yesterday you had happiness and tomorrow you will have that again. He sits here and looks at you flowers. This flower is good. That one is making this type of effort. That one is not stable. This one has a strong intellect. The Father is not worried about anything. Yes, He releases that you children should study quickly and become wealthy. He has to teach you. You have become the children, but you have to study quickly and become clever. The Father sits here and sees to what extent you study and teach others and what type of flowers you are. Because this is a flower garden of living flowers. As soon as you see flowers, you experience so much happiness. You children understand that Baba is giving you the inheritance of heaven. If you continue to remember the Father, your sins will continue to be cut away. Otherwise, there will be punishment experienced and you will then receive a low status. This is called receiving a chapati after experiencing punishment. Remember the Father in such a way that your sins of many births are cut away. You also have to know the cycle. The cycle continues to turn, it never stops. It continues to move like a loss. A loss moves the most slowly. This unlimited drama also moves very slowly. It continues to tick away. Some children have calculated how many minutes and seconds there are in 5,000 years and sent that to Baba. If it were hundreds of thousands of years, no one would be able to calculate that. The father and the children are sitting here. Baba sits here and watch each one. This one remembers Baba so much. He has taken so much of his knowledge and he explains it to others so much. It is very easy. You simply have to give the father's introduction. Each of you children has a badge. Tell them this is Shiv Baba. When people go to Kashi, they remember him by crying out loudly, Shiv Baba, Shiv Baba. You are saligrams. Souls are extremely tiny stars. They have such big parts recorded in them. Souls do not increase or decrease in size. They are never destroyed. Souls are imperishable. They have their parts in the drama recorded in them. A diamond is the strongest of all. Jewelers know that there is no stone harder than that. Just think about a soul, how tiny it is and how much a big part is recorded in it, and how it is never erased. There isn't another soul, there isn't another human being in this world whom we could call the Father, Teacher, and Sadguru. That one is the unlimited Father. He is also the teacher. He gives the teaching to everyone, Manmanabha. He also tells you when you meet anyone of another religion, ask him, do you remember Allah? All souls are brothers. The Father is now giving you the teaching. Constantly remember me alone and your sins will be absolved. The Father alone is the purifier. Who said this? The soul. Although people sing this, they don't understand the meaning of it. The Father says, all of you are Sitas and I am Rama. I am the bestower of salvation for all the devotees. He grants salvation to all. All of them go to the land of liberation. There is no other religion in the golden age. Only we are there because we are the only ones who claim the inheritance from the Father. Look how many temples there are here. The world is so big and there are so many things in it. There, there will be none of those things. There will just be Bharat. There won't even be railways. Everything will be destroyed. There is no need for railways there. It will be a small city there. Railways are needed to travel to villages further away. Baba is refreshing you. He continues to explain many different points to you children. While sitting here, you have all of this knowledge in your intellects. Similarly, the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, has all of this the knowledge recorded in him. and he continues to explain it to you. The highest on high is the Father, the ocean of peace, who resides in the land of peace. We souls also reside there in the sweet home. People beat their heads so much for peace. Sages too are asked how there can be peace of mind. They create so many methods for that. It is remembered the soul has a mind and an intellect, and his original religion is peace. He has no mouth, he has no physical organs, and so there would definitely be peace. The residence of our souls is the sweet home where there is complete peace. We go from there into the land of happiness. We are now being transferred to the land of happiness from the land of sorrow. The Father is making us pure. The world is so big. There won't be all these forests, etc. There. There won't so many mountains, etc. There will just be our kingdom. Just as they make a small model of heaven. Similarly, there will be a tiny heaven. Just look at the wonder of what is to happen. The world is so big. Here, they all continue to fight amongst themselves. All of this world will then be destroyed, and just our kingdom will remain. When everything is destroyed, where will all of this go? It will all go beneath the sea and earth. No name or trace of any of it will remain. Anything that goes into the sea is destroyed within it. The sea completely swallows it. The elements will merge into the elements, dust to dust, and the world will then become Satopradha. At that time, it is said new and Satopradha matter. You have natural beauty there. You don't put on lipstick, etc. You children should be happy. You are becoming princes of heaven. If you don't bathe in this knowledge, you won't become deities. There is no other way. The children is ever beautiful. Sorry. The Father is ever beautiful. You souls have become ugly. The beloved is the very beautiful traveler. He comes and makes you beautiful. The Father says, I have entered this one. I never become ugly. You are ugly and are becoming beautiful. It is only the one traveler who is constantly always beautiful. This Baba becomes ugly and then beautiful. That one makes all of you beautiful and takes you back with him. You children have to become beautiful and also make others beautiful. The Father doesn't become ugly and beautiful. They have made a mistake in the Gita in that they have put Sri Krishna's name instead of the Father's name. That is called the one mistake. It is Shiv Baba who makes the world beautiful, but instead of his name, they have inserted the name of the one who becomes the first beautiful one in heaven. No one understands this. Bharat will become beautiful again. Those people think that there will be heaven after 40 years, whereas you explain that the whole cycle is only 5,000 years. The Father is now speaking to you souls. He says, I am the beloved for half a cycle. You have been calling out to me, O purifier, come. Come and make us souls, as lovers, pure. So, you have to follow his directions. You have to make effort. Baba doesn't tell you not to do business, etc. No, you have to do everything whilst staying at home with your families and looking after your children. Simply consider yourselves to be souls and remember me because I am the purifier. You may look after your children but do not have any more children. Otherwise, you will continue to remember them. Whilst having all of them, you have to forget them. Whatever you see, it is all to be destroyed. Bodies will be destroyed and souls will become pure by having remembrance of the Father. You will then receive new bodies. This is unlimited renunciation. When a father builds a new home, their hearts move away from the old home. What will there not be in heaven? There is limitless happiness. Heaven will be here. There is a complete memorial in the Dilwala temple. You are shown doing tapasya down below. So where can heaven be shown? They have shown heaven on the ceiling. Down below you are doing Raja Yoga, tapasya, and up above the royal status is shown. The temple is so beautiful near the top of the mountain. There is Achalhal where there are golden idols and even higher than that is Guru Shikhar. The Guru is sitting at the highest point of all. The highest on high is the Sadguru and in the middle they have shown heaven. So the Dilwala temple is an accurate memorial. You study Raja Yoga and then heaven will be here. Deities used to exist here. The pure world is now being created for them. Acha, to the sweetest, beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance, and good morning from the mother, the father, Bapdada. The spiritual father says, Namaste to you, spiritual children. Yes, the spiritual children says, Namaste to the spiritual father. Essence for Dharana 1. While seeing everything with those eyes, practice forgetting it. Remove your heart from the old home and the old world. Remember your new home. 2. Bath in this knowledge and become a beautiful princess. Just as the Father is the beautiful traveler, similarly make your soul beautiful from ugly by having remembrance of Him. Do not be afraid of your war with Maya. You will definitely be victorious. Blessing, may you become Master merciful and a great donor and generously distribute the treasure of happiness. People spend so much time and money on experiencing temporary happiness, but even then they do not find real happiness. At such a time of need, you souls have to become great donors and give generously donations of happiness. For this, let the virtue of mercy emerge. Your non-living images are granting visions and so you too in your living forms have to become merciful and continue to distribute happiness because those souls are under an influence. Never think that someone is never going to listen. You simply have to be merciful and continue to donate. Your good wishes will definitely give them fruit. Slogan: those who make all their physical senses work under their orders with the power of yoga are masters of themselves, self-sovereigns. Those who make all their physical senses work under the orders with the power of yoga are masters of themselves, self-sovereign. Om Shanti.